Welcome to another episode of the Home and Away podcast. I am Caleb Lawrence, joined as always by my brother and co-host Jacob Cobby. How are you doing today?
Good, brother. I'm good. Just hanging out off day, catching a vibe. How about yourself? You're looking mighty tropical here with the palm trees in the background. How you doing today?
I'm good, good. It's a nice sunny morning here in Arizona. Chilly back at home. I think it's around 40 degrees, but here it's like sunny and 70, so that's kind of nice to get away for a couple days. Um,
Yeah, you're a sunny
yeah.
and 70 guy, huh? You don't like the adversity.
Oh, okay. I don't I don't know that that's necessarily accurate, but okay. I'm like Clay Thompson now, just taking shots right off the bat. But all right. Well, anyway, we'll get us started here. If there's any sound quality issues, I apologize for that right away. I got headphones as opposed to the normal mic today. But we're starting off with some big news. Big announcement in the Lawrence family coming in. Uncle Cobby is about to be an uncle of two. I'm about
Yes,
to be a father of
sir.
two. We got another one coming on the way, coming early May of 2024. We're super excited. Don't know gender or anything yet, but we're super excited and uh, just getting out of the first trimester, so gonna kind of start getting the word out and couldn't be more excited to have baby number two coming on the way.
Yeah, I can't wait. I still don't know whether it's gonna be a boy or girl. I'm trying to think. I feel like I just knew it was gonna be a boy the first one when Melissa was pregnant with CJ, but I don't know. This one's a little trickier. I feel like.
Yeah, nobody really has a good feeling. I don't. We'll have to see what happens, but I don't
Yeah, I
know.
feel like
Nobody
I feel
has a
like I
good
had a
feeling
feeling
on it,
on the first one, but not on this one at all, really.
right? Right. So we just wanted to, get that announcement out there. We're all super excited. He'll be he or she. Sorry, I just generally go to he, but he or she will be born. Yeah, a couple weeks most likely. Maybe a month prior to Karsten's birthday. So we're looking at a little bit of a 2 year age gap. I think that's a pretty good gap, and we're really excited.
You said early March or early May?
May
Early May? Well, when's Carson's birthday?
May 18th.
Oh, okay. You said a month before. That's why I was confused. A month before Carson's birthday.
Yeah, I mean Karsten was 3 weeks early, so sometimes the second one comes a little early also. So could
Ah,
be.
okay. I was like, I
Yeah,
swear,
yeah.
Carson's birthday in May, unless I'm really tripping. I'm a bad unk,
No,
if so.
no, no, no,
I
no.
was thinking his birthday was like in May.
It is.
All
Yeah, it
right.
is.
All right. I
May
wasn't
18th,
tripping.
little man's
To make
birthday.
sure.
Little man's birthday.
Hey, if they
But
come like if they're supposed to be like early March, I kind of like nah, that'd be like a month early. I was gonna say like 3 weeks early. That might be Uncle Cobby's birthday.
get that April 2nd going right there. Yes, sir. Wouldn't be a bad birthday to have, as long as it's
Yeah,
not April Fool's Day. That's
yeah,
that's not the it's not the move.
most
But
definitely. I can't wait
yeah, let's
though.
get it
It's
going.
exciting.
We'll go quick rundown of the game yesterday. I know it didn't go the best that you would have wanted it to, so we'll go quick rundown for the game, but still got to kind of shout it out real quick and go from there.
Yeah, the game yesterday. Honestly, it was kind of flat out embarrassing. I just felt like we played like just a bad brand of basketball, me included. We took some like selfish looks at times. I know I could have been a lot better defensively, and that's been like a tough pill to swallow for sure. Whenever you have a team that like it feels kind of like a must-win game, if we want to make the playoffs, if we want to reach all of our goals, and they come into our home court and beat us by 20, and that's just like kind of unacceptable and embarrassing, especially when like you have the support that we have here. I mean, shout out to the fans that did come and stuck it out the whole game. Some real ones for sure, like our little cheering session. My guy Boti gave us a little pep talk after the game, brought the whole team over there, and we broke it down with like our little fan section. So at least hopefully they'll stick with us and come out to the next one because we're going to need it, and it'll be a big week this week. I mean, we've got Aradia, which is they're in Europe Cup. They're top two team in the league every single year. So it's not going to be an easy bounce back. It's not going to be an easy GBOT. So gotta find a way to do it one way or the other. And yeah, we just can't have lapses like that anymore for the rest of the season because I mean this season is the way they structured it is so tough because there's 18 teams, so there's two sides, and each side has 9 teams. So basically, what we're doing here is we're playing the 9 teams on our side twice, once home, once away, or the other 8 teams on our side, once home, once away. So you get 16 games. Then out of those 16 games, they split it into like the top 10 in the league, and then the bottom 8 in the league. And then out of the top 10, the top 8 from the top 10 make it, and then the bottom 8, which I was in last year, like we just play everybody, and then we play a playoff tournament at the end of the year. Our goal is to make that top 10 and make the playoffs, and it's just like you only got 16 games to do it. It's not like the NBA where you got 82 and you can lose to
Right.
the worst team in the league 4 times in a season and still make the playoffs fine. Like, nah, like I mean, this team's good that we lost to last night, but like it's a team we got to beat, and losing that game definitely puts in a little bit of a hole, but we just got to go take one at their place. And we can't have any more lapses. We got to protect home court. I think that was another one of our goals this year, was just kind of protect home court every game. Every home game we feel like should be a win. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll bounce back, get back on track next week. This coming week, just in practice, and you know, get back on track with a win on Saturday, hopefully.
For sure. For sure. Let's line it up here a little bit. Let's go. Some good stuff. What are you what went well this week? What are we looking forward to for the next week? Obviously a bounce back dub coming, but other than that, what are we looking forward to? What went well for us this week?
Um, this week was a pretty solid week. Had a good FaceTime call on Thursday with some guys that play overseas. We do like a little Bible study on Thursday. That was good. Good conversations. Good fellowship there as always. On Friday, our second team got a big dub on Friday against Santa. I mean, some of those guys finally got to like play some legit minutes that practice with us, so it's nice to get to see them play. They played again today. They actually lost, but it was a tough one apparently over in Bucharest. And some of those guys had Friday games Saturday. They dressed out for our game. One kid played a few minutes, and then they left at 5 a.m. today and drove straight there and played at 1:30, like a 7-hour trip. So I mean, that was tough, but yeah, shout out to those guys for their one win on the week. And also another big thing, Spider-Man 2 dropped this week on PlayStation 5. So I had to pre-order it. Been grinding the last few days. Super fun
How is it?
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. I don't know if it's better than the Miles Morales or the first one so far, but like I'm really early in the story mode so far, and I mean it's the same type of game, just they added this new story to it and everything, and it's fun. I wish they had a multiplayer mode or something though, or added something to it, because it's only single player. It's like only a story mode game, so there's only so much you can kind of do with it. It feels like,
Right.
but yeah, I mean that was basically my week, just gaming a little bit, playing ball, and you know getting into some word. Other than that,
Yes, sir.
not much. I think I got cut up this week. Got a haircut. Shout out my boy Jay. Also, oh yeah, Jonathan. That was a good thing about the game. Jonathan, one of my teammates, he is injured. Last 2 games he didn't play, and he came back and played well last night. So
Nice.
it's big to have him back, and that'll be good for us going forward. Uh, you know that'll be really good. I'm glad to see him back on the court. But what about for you? What's your week? What has your week
Week
entailed?
week is a busier week, I'd say. Just kind of a lot of travel. I was in Minneapolis for work on Wednesday and Thursday, and then flew back Thursday night, Friday morning, get up, go to work for a couple hours, and then drive back to Minneapolis to fly down here to Arizona. So, um, busier week as far as that stuff's concerned with the travel and stuff, but overall, really good. Big shout out to Melissa's volleyball girls, the NDSU volleyball team, 3-0 sweep week this week. They beat UND, which is obviously a big rivalry. Beat Oral Roberts and then beat Denver yesterday in a huge one that swept them in 3 sets. So big week for them. That was really exciting. Karsten was great in the travel yesterday. We had Minneapolis to Phoenix and then Phoenix to Vegas and 2.5 hour drive down here. So to Lake Havasu. So really good job for him. And here for a couple days, and then back home. And we're actually going to go to KC next week. The volleyball team plays at UMKC on Thursday night. So Carson and I are going to drive down on Thursday, go to the match, and then Friday take some time and look at a couple apartments for the move and try and get that stuff figured out. We're getting pretty close. We're like a month away from the move, so we just want to make sure everything's finalized, all set, and kind of go from there on where we're at. So good week, exciting week coming up. Yeah, so pretty solid all around.
You got some you guys have some idea of like apartments so far? Like have you looked at any online or anything yet? Done any virtual tours or anything like that?
I mean, we've looked at a bunch online, and I think that's been part of what's made it tough is we've sent each other so many apartments back and forth that it's hard to remember which ones are which. And we put
Hmm.
together like a Google Sheets to like try and keep them in order and stuff. But we're really trying to narrow it down to like three we really like for next week, so that it's an easier process for me and Karsten to go check out the like two or three and kind of make a decision from that.
Yeah. Oh man, it's big things coming soon in the next month.
Big things, man. Big things. Big things, big things, big things. Let's
How's
hop in. I know we what's up?
never mind, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you
Let's just
go.
move on.
You go.
I was gonna ask
No, bro, what's up?
how's everything been with the house getting that ready to get sold and everything? Or
Oh man, it's good.
you guys had like
We've got some
some people
showings.
come look and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we've had a few showings, but yeah, just nothing come from it yet. Everybody seems to like it, but is either super early in the process, or we had one that was like, oh, it's too far away from the husband's work or whatever. So, it'll happen. We just the timing of it's hard because we didn't want to go on the market too early and then sell the house and kind of not have anywhere to live for a couple months or anything. But you also don't want to go too late to where we're paying a mortgage and rent for months at a time before it gets
Hmm.
sold. So um, feel like we did pretty good timing with it, and we've had some showings. We just haven't had a bite on an offer or anything yet. So we'll see. We'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
Yep. On God's timing, I guess you could say.
No doubt. No doubt. You could definitely say that. That is for sure. It's got a waterfall starting in this pool. I don't know where that came from, but all right. Anyway,
Sweet.
uh got a pretty heavy sneaker rotation conversation coming today, but obviously want to dive into some cool, not cool first. First one I had on here, I know we sent it back and forth a little bit, but the new Overtime Elite Adidas collaboration, all on new uniforms. What do you think in general? Like, let's go overall synopsis, cool, not cool, on the uniforms that they were able to put together, and then give me your favorite uniform and your least favorite uniform if you have them.
I think it's cool that they have a brand deal now. I think it's the only thing that's kind of strange about it is if like they have any like I know even some like high school kids now get like some kind of NIL stuff. So like I don't know how that would work if like a kid had an NIL deal with like Nike and they're supposed to come down there and wear all Adidas, like can they still wear their
Right,
Nikes or what? Because I mean OTE seems like they would want them to do that because they're kind of all about that stuff. But
right.
um yeah, I don't know how that would work. But I mean I think it's cool that they got a brand deal. They didn't have one at all before that, or did they have somebody else?
To be honest, I'm not
I
100% sure.
I think they
I don't
maybe
know.
just didn't have one at all, and it was just like overtime makes gear and stuff. So I think maybe
Right, it
overtime
may have
was
just been
just
no. Right.
yeah, maybe overtime was just making everything, all the jerseys and stuff for them. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I think it's pretty cool. I think the best uni, I don't know, I like the Diamond Doves uni, like the black with
Fire.
the teal and
Yeah.
red, and like the
Those are
stained glass
fire.
window for the number is really really cool. I think the worst one to me might be this Rolling Loud one. It's pretty ugly. The yellow with
Yeah.
the green, and then like the font's like really hard to read. It's just like dark on dark, so it makes it really
Right.
hard to read what it even says on the uniform.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one that much. Yeah, that'd probably be my top one and then my least favorite. But I think it'd be cool maybe if they have some sneaker collaborations, like some cool colorways for like each team.
For sure,
I saw a
for
lot of
sure.
kids were wearing like the Anthony Edwards ones and stuff in the photo shoot. So yeah, it could be
Yeah,
pretty dope.
yeah. I think it's cool overall. Also, the one thing I really like is that it looks like they gave kind of each team their own identity. It's not like they did very generic uniforms and they all look the same and just have like the different logo or different scripting on it. So I like that they each have their own kind of identity to it. So yeah, worst jersey is either Rolling Loud or I don't really like the Jelly Fam jersey either, the purple one.
Yeah.
Uh, and then best jersey, I don't know why, bro, but outside of the Diamond Doves, which I think is the answer, the blue checks jersey is kind of fire to me.
Yeah, the blue checks jersey is pretty cool. Kind of a cool team name too.
Pretty pretty clean. Uh, and then I think it's important to shout out Young Dreamers is fire too with the little pinstripes on there, the yellow and black.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
pretty
they're
cool.
fire.
I like that one.
Pretty
Also,
fire.
also that um you made me think of something else whenever you're going through this, like how they each have their own identity and like a different font and like those uniforms are almost like more of a maximalist uniform.
Right.
How do we feel about all of the minimalism in like NBA uniforms over the last couple of years? Is that
Man.
do you like that? Is it cool or is it not cool? Because a lot of people, I mean, like these new uniforms have been coming out and they've been pretty bad. Like like the Cleveland Cavs jerseys now are pretty dang bad, and like they came with the City Edition, they're horrible. Like I don't like them at all. So how do we feel about minimalism in NBA uniforms? Cool or not cool? And is it kind of
Uh
killing uniforms?
who was it that was tweeted the other day? Shoot. I can't remember, but it was one of the NBA guys tweeted basically like kind of that Nike's killing the team identities and like the brand identities by having these new uniforms every year and then being like it's not good. And I tend to agree with that. Like I'm gonna go not cool. I'm someone who also loves new unis every year. Like I think having a new uni is cool, but I think there's an easy way to like incorporate a lot of the nostalgic retro looks that they could do with like the city uniforms and stuff instead of just trying to make them like new random minimalist, like you said, uniforms. So I'm gonna go not cool. I don't think they quite hit the mark. The Jazz jerseys are really boring that they came out with a couple years ago. Like
Yeah,
overall, it's gotten really boring, and yeah, I'm gonna go not cool. It kind of is. It's not quite to that level yet, but it almost is starting to look like you remember when especially on the Adidas circuit, like it felt like every single team had the same exact jerseys just in different colorways. Like
mhm.
that's kind of what it's starting to feel like. Like everybody's just getting the basic jersey and tossing different, maybe a logo on it, but it's like the
Yeah,
same base jersey for everything.
yeah. It's kind of lame to me, and I just like you always like I feel like the best uniforms are always the throwbacks every year.
For
Those are like everybody's favorite
sure.
uniforms because like the throwbacks just look so good and like okay, there's some teams that have kept their identity throughout all these years, like the Celtics and the Lakers are who stick out to me when I think of that. Um, but man, like I don't know, the NBA, Nike got to figure it out or something. Like, I mean, I'm sure these designers that are coming up with these uniforms are definitely putting a lot of time and thought
Right.
into it and effort and energy, but I just feel like jerseys used to be so much better in like the 90s
Right.
and or even the early 2000s. Like if you just brought back like some of those jerseys, but with like the better fit like they have today, like the better
Yeah. Right.
fitting uniforms like they have today, I feel like they would look so good.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Definitely need to figure something else out there.
For sure. This next one you have on here, I'm excited about. I'm
Yeah.
excited about. Run us through it a little bit for those who don't know, but run
So
us through it.
so Western Kentucky University experimented with something that I've never seen in football. I don't know if anybody else has done it before. And they put different decals on their helmets by position group. So there was I'm trying to find exactly what it was here. There was like one for linemen, offensive and defensive. There was like the dude was in a 3-point stance. It's like their mascot. And then there was one for QBs, I believe. There was one for for the QBs where he's like, throwing the ball. The mascot is
Yeah.
one for
Yeah.
running backs, and he's like running, like throwing out a stiff arm. There was one for like linebackers where he's kind of down in the stance with his hands on his knees. Very, very cool. Like basically the mascot was just doing different actions that was based on position group. And they had 7 different versions of Big Red. That's the name of their mascot. And I thought it was a really dope idea. So obviously I'm in the cool segment of that. And then I think the second question I would want to ask you is, who would you want to see do it next? Like, who do you think could do something like that and make it cool if you had to choose one team to do it next?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I also am right away instantly going cool. Like that's a sick concept. It's so creative. It's almost the opposite of this Nike NBA issue that we're talking about. Like it's really bringing some creativity to it. Like that took some time and it's really well played. And WKU like loves their mascot, so it's just a really cool way to incorporate that. So definitely cool to me. Like super 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 cool. Uh, I don't know why, but the first person that comes to mind is Albert, man. I think I just like go back to playing NCAA football and playing the mascot games, and I feel like we were the Florida Gator a whole lot, and that would be sick to see Albert in some different stances. Um, I think the who else would be cool? You know how BYU's mascot's always out there like dancing and stuff. He's
Yeah,
like
and doing
super well
flips and
known.
stuff.
Yeah, I think that one would be cool, and then obviously the Oregon Duck, like with how much they're able to be creative and how popular that mascot is. I think the Oregon Duck would be really cool as well.
Oh yeah, and then okay, I found the picture of all of them. I think my favorite decal was low key the one for DBs where he's like doing the incomplete. Did you see that one?
Yeah, that's it.
I think
Yeah,
that was the
yeah.
best one. That was hard.
Fire, fire.
So you're going with you think your favorites would be Florida, BYU, and the Oregon Duck. Speaking of the Oregon Duck, bro, hey, bro's got to chill out. Bro has to chill out. Whoever is under that costume, chill out. Whoever's under that fighting duck, relax. Relax.
Uh,
You were getting a little horny there for a second. All right? Chill out, brother.
He said, put
Chill
your dick
out.
in your pants, bro.
Bro, he flipped over. That was crazy. That was insane. If you know, you know. Go ahead and look up that video. Look up the Oregon Duck. See how he was acting on was that College Game Day, I think? Or was that on
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
bro. I
go
think it was
look up
college.
the Oregon Duck on College Game Day on Twitter. He was wilding. Um but I think the coolest one for me would be because and I like this because they don't do like decals on their helmets, would be I think that if you put the leprechaun from the Fighting
Oh, that'd
Irish,
be fire.
I think
That'd
that
be
would be
fire.
sweet. And like obviously like you could make his body, I mean, like he's like a human mascot basically. So you can make him doing
Right,
different things and make it look like good still, as opposed to like
right.
making an animal do some things. Maybe it wouldn't look as right. You know what I mean?
You know
But
how
yeah.
angry them old folks would get? They're like Notre Dame, bro.
Oh, but hey, the gold helmet with like
It would be
Buddy on the
fire.
side
It would
would
be
be
fire,
fire.
but
That
people
would be
would be
so
so
hard.
mad for
That would be
sure.
sick. And then, man, that was the first one that came to mind when I thought of it, honestly. Could also be cool. Yeah, I mean, that was really the only one that came to mind. That like, as soon as I saw it and thought like, who else could do this and make it cool? It was them. And then obviously, like, I would love to see like a Florida Gators do it, just because that's my
Yeah,
favorite team. So
obviously.
obviously,
Yeah.
obviously, I'd love to see them do that. I can't really think of anybody else who has like a really, really iconic mascot. Oh, you know what else would be cool? I'm thinking of like the traditional teams that don't switch up their helmets much. So like
Right.
for me, if you put like Brutus on there, that
Yeah,
would
that
be
would be
sweet.
fire.
And then
That'd
also
be fire.
if you put the elephant low key from Alabama would be sick. I
That
don't
would
know
be
what his
cool
name
too.
is,
Yeah,
but the elephant
yeah,
from Alabama would be pretty cool because they never switch it
yeah.
up. They just always have the
If you
stripes with the
got those
numbers on the
traditional
side.
teams to do it, that would be super fire. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's what would like really geek me up. Like someone like Western Kentucky, like
right,
obviously they're probably going to do like a lot with their uniforms to try and get like a little bit of
right,
attention from recruits
right.
or just just to switch it up because they can. So I almost
Yep.
like the traditional teams who have like really traditional uniforms are the ones that to me I think of. Like Florida too has pretty traditional uniforms. Are the ones that I
Right,
think of where I'm like, hey, it'd be really cool if they actually like just switched it up for once.
right. For sure. I agree. I agree completely. Um, Next on here we had a big potential. Hasn't happened yet, but a big potential
Yeah, I
sneaker
keep seeing
signing
that
in the world
it's
of the NBA.
happened and it's not happened. I don't know, but keep
Yeah.
going.
I don't I don't think it's happened yet, but yeah, like you said, there's kind of conflicting reports, but looks like Skechers is gonna make a splash. Joel Embiid to the Skechers team. Cool or not cool to have JoJo playing in some Skechers, being the face of Skechers basketball.
I'll give you this. I'll give you a cool from Skechers standpoint. Very cool that they're able to get such a big superstar like that, the MVP of the league. Um, Rightfully so, the MVP, or not rightfully, can debate with your mother. But if you're debating with
Jokic.
me, I'm gonna say no. Um, but I'll say not cool by Under Armour because they wasted a lot of potential in that signing. They came out with one signature sneaker, never really heard anything about Joel Embiid. I never really even saw any advertisements. They kind of just went all in on the Curry brand and just forgot about him. I couldn't even tell you who else they have now because like all they did is go out on the Curry brand. Okay, Curry's probably the
Yeah,
second most popular NBA player in the world behind LeBron, I would say. Um,
right.
but when you have an athlete of that caliber at your disposal and you have a signature shoe for him, why not use that to leverage some advertisement, some revenue, something like they didn't utilize him
Right.
at all. So I'm kind of happy that he'll be able to get out there and get in Skechers. Maybe Skechers will make him a signature. Maybe it'll blow up. I know Skechers has a lot of
Yeah,
commercials on TV, like for the comfort shoes and
right.
stuff. So seeing him in some
Right.
basketball Skechers commercial would be pretty cool.
About to be Tony Romo and Joel Embiid rocking Skechers
Yep.
for life.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess all good, cool. Like, good for Skechers. Um, yeah, good for Skechers. I don't know what else to say really, but Joel Embiid
Hater.
doesn't like he doesn't like get me fired up, bro. So like,
Process,
I
baby.
don't know.
Team USA. He's playing for Team USA, so I'm on his good side right now.
Yeah, I mean, great. Like, I'm excited to see him play for Team USA. That's gonna make them better, but he just doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't get me going. He went to Kansas. That could be part of it.
Yeah. But that could be
So
another cool, not cool, actually. Joel Embiid. So, for those of you that don't know, Joel Embiid has American, Cameroonian. I don't know. How would you say that? He's from Cameroon.
okay,
That's where he's born.
yeah,
But he also has French citizenship. So, he has three different citizenships. And I think so. The way FIBA usually works, if as soon as you play for a senior national team, like you can play like, okay, U19 or whatever, U18,
right,
U16. But as soon as you play for a senior national team in an event, technically like you're supposed to be linked to that team and that team only, unless you get like you can get some kind of release or something, like some kind of workaround. Like I think Eric Gordon just got one, so he could play with somebody, the Bahamas maybe.
okay,
Eric Gordon just got like because he had played with Team USA senior team before, and I don't think Joel Embiid had played with any senior national teams yet, and he had these three different citizenships, and he chose to go with America as the team that he'll represent in the next Olympics, supposedly. And how do we feel about that? Is that cool or not cool? Because there's a lot of people that think it's kind of a soft move.
yeah. I'm gonna go not cool. I think like I don't know. I, like I guess I get if you don't want to play for like Cameroon because like good chance that they don't make it to like deep or like high level or anything. But I mean, you could go play on the French national team and try and steal a gold medal from the Americans. I think that would be cool. Like he always wants to be the underdog, like under talked about guy. Like why are you joining Team USA who's supposed to put together this super team and kind of run through the Olympics. So to me, not cool. Not a cool move by him. What about you?
I mean, it's cool for me, kind of, just because like they gonna have a crazy lineup now, and like obviously I'm rooting for Team USA. But at the same time, it's kind of not cool to just like dip on your home country and not play for Cameroon and not help them make the Olympics and try and make a splash, kind of like how Nigeria made a splash last year, and they upset some teams. So, um, yeah, I think probably not cool. Not cool, but for the fan in me, it's cool because like my team now has a better chance of winning, and like they're putting together
Right.
this. They had the dream team, they had the redeem team, and they're calling this team for the 2024 Olympics. That's kind of getting assembled now. They're calling that the remind team because a lot of people forgot. Got to remind them 2024.
Yeah, it could get ugly for the other countries in 2024. So, two more topics on cool, not cool. One, I think we can run through pretty quick. Both of them are probably pretty quick run throughs, actually. But the one that I know is pretty quick because we're both saying cool and there's not a lot of information out yet is uh, recent reports LeBron is kind of opening a training line of sneakers. So we're gonna get some LeBron training shoes as opposed to just basketball shoes. I think we both thought that was pretty cool. Do you agree? I know there's no information really yet, but a few colorways. It sounds like are gonna come out, no pictures, but I assume they're gonna be cool, and that's pretty cool. LeBron's really building the brand, a la Michael Jordan. It sounds like.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I mean, like I know some other athletes have came out with training sneakers in the past. Like Patrick Mahomes, I think actually has some trainers with Adidas. So I think it's cool. It's very cool. Something that you can wear every day instead of just being hoop shoes. And like we've said, the LeBrons like aren't really like a wear around like
Right.
cool shoe. So if he comes out with something pretty cool and something that you could wear around, that'd be dope.
Yeah. Last cool, not cool. I think it's pretty quick also. Um, but being on a plane, a few different planes over the last few days. Saw it a couple times. People taking their shoes off in the plane. Cool, not cool, cop.
Not cool.
Not cool at all. Leave your shoes on.
What? But I have something else to this though. It's okay if you're on an overnight overseas flight to take off your shoes
And
and go to sleep for the night.
but you have to put a caveat. And
And what?
something else is on your feet, bro.
You got to
Don't
keep
have
your
your whole
socks
ass
on.
dogs out. Yeah, keep your
Hey,
socks on.
but I have a story for you.
Let's hear it.
Last year or 2 years ago, whenever I flew back from Romania to the States, I was on this flight and I had like the front row, exit row or whatever, like bunch of leg room and the bathrooms right like on these huge big ass Airbuses. The bathroom's like here, there's another bathroom in the front. So the bathroom is right here in front of me. And this man is walking around, dogs out completely, no socks, no nothing, bro. Is standing like waiting in a line to get in the bathroom, just completely toes out, goes into the bathroom, bro. Goes into the bathroom completely
With his
barefoot, no
dogs?
socks on, no nothing on, no shoes on, bro. Dogs completely exposed in a bathroom. Goes in there, walks in there,
That's
does his business,
disgusting.
comes out, dog's still out, bro.
That's
Nastiest thing I've
disgusting.
ever seen on a flight.
That's disgusting. Not cool. Not, not, not cool. All right. Let's get into some kicked corner. Um, I think we have a all kind of cumulative topic that I put together. I don't know how much you read into it, but before we get into that, um, new colorway of the D book ones came out in some photos. Was wearing a cool gray pair in training camp for the Suns. Boy, oh boy, those things are cool. They
Yeah,
are
they're
fire.
looking really good. I'm excited to see all the colorways that come out. Actually, it's just tough because I'm not really like the biggest D book fan, but like the shoes are
Right.
looking like they could
I
be
agree.
they could be something serious for sure. They're looking really nice. Like I said, they look like a modern AF1, in my opinion,
Yeah.
which they still
Answer
do.
this question. Answer this question for me. Is it the most regular wearable, not on court, but real life wearable signature basketball shoe that you can think of for current signature shoe?
Like yeah, current performance shoe wise, I would say probably
I would say so as well.
as far as currents go. I'm trying to look at my shoes and get some inspiration. Uh,
Yeah, I think it's the
you know
most
what was
because it's
a
like that boxy look.
you know what shoe was a good regular wear that's like a it's like still would perform in today's time. Um, the Clyde Court All Pro, I think is what it was called. Let me look it up. It was when
Puma?
Adidas came back. I think it was their
Oh,
second
Adidas.
or Puma. When Puma came back, my bad.
Puma.
I didn't mean
Okay.
to say Adidas. When Puma came back, it was their second one, or was it the All Pro, or was it maybe it was just the Clyde Court. It was one of those.
Are those the ones I got you?
And no, not those ones. Those were the first ones that they came out with, I
Oh,
think,
okay.
whenever they came back, like the first new Clydes. And then they came out with
Yeah.
like the second ones. I can't remember what they were called, but they had like they were like all leather on the top, if you remember. And they were like
Yeah.
really clean
Yeah.
looking with just this little Puma on the side. Like they almost looked like
Yeah.
the Clydes, but with like a
Yeah.
performance midsole and a little bit more support. Those were
Yep.
probably like some of the most like I feel like you could wear them off the court performance sneakers in
Right.
the last like let's say five years. But
Yeah.
these are looking like really, really nice for off the court capabilities for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I like them a lot. I'm sure they're going to be as someone who like wears Kobe's is basically like what he would wear. I'm guessing he tried to make them as similar performance wise to a Kobe as he possibly could. So my guess, I'm like you, not the biggest D-Book fan, but I bet they end up being pretty popular basketball sneakers. I'm sure you're going to see them a lot, especially on some young kids. They're seem to love D-Book, so I think that's going to be pretty popular. The the topic that I put together, did you have a chance to read through that yet, or are we diving in blind here?
I read it, but I'm just not as up to date on all that stuff as you are.
Okay, so
So
there's some recent sneaker releases that made me just kind of want to dive into uh, this topic here. So the Whitaker Group is, I guess, a conglomerate of businesses. Initially started by James Whitner. Most people would probably know companies under this, or if you know the companies that you would know under it are Social Status and Ama Manier. So for sneaker people, we recently had Ama Manier 12s come out. Last year, one of the sneakers of the year was the Ama Manier 4s. The like
mhm.
maroon purplish with the quilted inside. They were absolutely beautiful. Social Status is going through with some releases this year of the Mac Attack. They kind of got to bring that back. And then recently you had the Whitaker Group as a whole release some New Balance 9060s in two different colorways. So I want to take some time to talk through this. They have, man, like as far as catalog of releases, just running through these is unreal. So
I've
you
got a
look at
lot
the
of
Whitaker
collabs.
Group,
Like when I saw that
right?
you added this, I didn't notice. I didn't realize that like all of this was under one umbrella.
Yeah,
Like obviously like I've seen all the Amam and Year like collaborations and releases and stuff and social status stuff and um all that, but I didn't know it was all under one thing. So pretty cool.
yeah, really cool. So most recent releases, we'll kind of go with that. So one, I hit on the airship, the I'm on your airships. They did a raffle for their white and black pair, like vintage look. So I hit on that. I'm very excited for those to come in. Um, so that's kind of most recent. They actually just re-released. They had a more limited release previously, and then they did a second drop of it. But talking through Ama Manier first, I feel like more people probably know Ama Manier than they do Social Status, but uh, so far you've had Jordan 1s through 4s come out. The 4s absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you've seen the 2s yet. I know you love 2s. The 2s are sexy, bro. The 2s are beauties.
The twos for the social status ones
The Ama
or
Manier one. Amamanier
I
ones.
think I have seen them, but I can't remember what they look like.
They're like white and black. Um, One shoe that we talked about a little bit here, they have those fives coming out soon, two different colorways. Uh, the like white with navy and a lighter blue. And then they have the like black and burgundy ones coming out, and they're both absolutely beautiful. Have the thinner top line like Virgil did on the off-white fives. So those are absolutely
Yeah, them
fire. I
fives.
know you
Mm,
the fives are sexy, bro. And
fives
then
are
they have the
nice.
12s come out. Do you have any thoughts on those? The Amamanier ones that you've seen? Obviously, you get to collaborate on now one, two, three, four, five, six different, I guess seven if you count the airships as a Jordan sneaker, which I think they do now. Different Jordan, like that's pretty impressive, man. And that's only under one of the brands in the business. Which ones are your favorite of the ones that you've seen? What are your thoughts about like imagine collaborating on seven Jordans, bro. Like what would that be like?
Yeah, that would be crazy. I think Jordan's smart with doing it though too, because they've kind of found out that like people have been loving every single release and like they've been a hot commodity. So why not keep, running that same play until it doesn't work, until someone can stop it. So um, I think my favorites are probably that they haven't released yet. Those fives, I think, that are coming out soon are probably my favorites that I've seen from Ama Meniere and Jordan collaboration wise. I really love them, but I love that burgundy color that they use in like almost all their releases. So I think
Yeah.
that's part of the reason why I like the fives though. While I was like kind of drawn to them more was because they switched it up with like the blue tone and stuff.
Yep.
And
Yep.
but other than that, I love the forest that came out last year, right? And it's
Yep.
really nice how they put like the premium inside, like the quilted material on them. Like I don't have any myself, but like one of my teammates had some, and I was checking them out in hand, and they're pretty sweet. They're pretty nice. Um, yeah, I think those are probably my two favorites that they have. The ones were decent. I would wear the ones, but they weren't
Yeah.
necessarily my favorite. And I just looked up the twos that you mentioned, and I mean I like twos, but I didn't think these were like the greatest. I don't know. They're
Yeah,
okay.
they're
They're
like
decent.
basic colorway, so it's something you can wear with everything. But
Hmm.
I think they've really found like their identity and how they use that burgundy color and kind of have some similar features to all their shoes. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but the five, they have that blue, the one with the blues, and then they also have that black and burgundy colorway. It's fire. Also, it's not as nice as the white and blue one, but pretty cool as well. So we go from Ama Manier to Social Status, which is another like sneaker boutique type store that um, is more in underserved sneaker communities. So they have like Pittsburgh, Greensboro, like it's more off the path type places. And Pittsburgh is where it started. So the most recent releases from them are the Nike Mac Attack. And the reason that I wanted to bring this up is between Ama Manier re-releasing the Airship and then Social Status is dropping their third version of the Mac Attack here. It's the Split Vision. It's like a gray and black colorway. Releases. I know the raffle's open currently. I think it releases for real like the 26th or 27th or something of this month. But three different colorways on the Mac Attack. Nike bringing back an old silhouette. Really, it looks like trying to compete with the 550. It's a similar silhouette. I have a pair. I have the social currency ones that we talked about. So far we've gotten silver lining, and social currency from them. So first colorway was a silver lining. It was white with like silver uh swoosh like material and heel. And the cool thing about these are not heel collar, but the cool thing about all of these so far is they all have removable top layers on the Nike swoosh and the like heel area or the collar area. So on the original one, the silver lining, it was that silver, and then underneath was like a pinkish color. The ones I have, social currency, it was a green swoosh with underneath was like an orange color, and there it's fire. The way it pops, like right now, I wear more India 2 stuff, so I don't want to pop the orange yet. But once we move, I'm definitely gonna cut some of that off, like let some of the orange come out. And then this third one is interesting. It's like a satiny black colorway, and then underneath it's just like a more matte black colorway. So uh, probably the most muted of the three, I would say. But another fire colorway. First of all, I'm sure you've seen all of these. Like, what are your thoughts on these? And then we'll kind of just run through a little bit of what social status has been able to collaborate on previously and kind of just try and paint a picture. I know to really do it, you probably need like a full podcast, but just the impact that the Whitaker Group has had between these two brands. So we'll wrap up with some other collaborations after this.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Mac Attack coming back, like you said, it's a great silhouette. It's going to be popular probably for the times, just because like how popular the 550s, the AF1s, shoes like that are right now. Just like those kind of leather low top sneakers are just like it right now. And I think it's smart of Nike to bring it back. It's a little less bulky than the Air Force One, which I like. And definitely with these collaborations is like a strong way to kind of like get the line out there to get like a big kind of put out a big notice for sneakerheads at first, and then like obviously you can come out with like just some simple colorways that are just, Nike regular release colorways, just to kind of build up that sneaker back again. And I think my favorite out of those ones is probably those silver linings one with the pink underneath. Those are pretty sweet, but the ones that you have are cool too. I didn't even realize, like I saw the picture of the silver linings and a picture of yours, and I didn't realize that they had the thing underneath until I just looked up like that they had the different color.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's funny how sometimes like they promote those though as like, oh, if you wear them a lot, like the color will show, but like basically unless you like
Right.
absolutely demolish your sneaker, like you're not gonna like that's not really gonna rip and like show you the color
Right.
underneath unless you absolutely destroy the sneaker. So if you do want to show it, you probably gonna have to cut off a little bit, which I think they look pretty sweet whenever they have that color showing. So you should rip off a little bit of that. I think do a
Yeah.
little surgery on them sneaks, boy.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's like I have a pair of Nike SB Jordan 1 collab that have like they were supposed to be the same thing. Like obviously any SB, it's like a skate shoe. But it was supposed to be like if it got worn a lot, it would rub off some of the colors and reveal some pinks underneath. And like, bro, I've worn those so many times and there's no color showing. I think I might take a little bit of sandpaper to it or something and just scratch it up a little bit to get it coming through. Cause
you
like
gotta you,
they're
you gotta
definitely
skate
showing.
them, Johns.
Yeah, if I was skating them, they would show through. But I ain't trying to skate out there. I'm trying to be out there skating.
That boy
But
don't know how to
yeah, I
skateboard.
agree, man. It's pretty crazy. But like with social status, you look at some previous collabs that they've had. They've collabed on dunk lows, dunk mids. Obviously, dunks are going crazy. These are older releases, but it was a huge release when it happened. They've got penny ones, penny twos. The penny ones are really cool. I think you would like them. They were
Yeah,
two
they
different
had the
colorways. They had a black.
interchangeable
Yeah,
logos. Yeah, I thought those were
yeah,
sweet. And
yeah.
then also,
So sick.
I actually love the strawberry and chocolate milk ones that they came out
Yeah,
with. The mids, even though they were mids, I thought they were really cool. I almost bought some. I almost bought them this summer. Someone was selling them for a great price on Sneaker Group. I
fire.
almost bought them, but lately I've been having this thing where it's like I want to buy something, and I'm like, ah, no, never mind. And I'm like really all in on it, and then I just back myself out at the last second.
Hey,
So,
that's all right. We're saving for a wedding, bro. Saving for a
yep,
wedding.
exactly. That's what I always think to myself, bro. That's what I always think.
Yeah, man. So, that's really. I know this might be a little shorter. That's all I had. What else do you have? Before we get popping today, before we head out, enjoy our beautiful Sunday. Maybe
I
listen
was
to a
thinking
little
maybe
bit of
we could,
God's word.
yeah, I was thinking that maybe we could draft on what we think are the
Let's
best
draft,
Whitaker
brother.
Group, collab like sneaker releases. So
All right.
whether that's social status or mom in year, um, I think we could draft. I tried to find a list of all of them, uh,
Yeah.
but like I couldn't find a list of every single one. So
Should
like I'm
we
trying to
go?
think of. I never
Should we
saw
go
the
specific
Adidas's though.
colorways? Should we go specific colorways also, so that
Yeah,
like, yeah, okay, okay, cool. I'm not
I
gonna
never
lie, bro.
saw
The
the
Adidas's are
Adidas.
like
Oh,
you
they're just
probably
like
won't have them in
regular.
your top five. Yeah, you won't have them in your top five. They're like pretty regular colorways.
I've never saw those. What were the Dunk Lows that they collabed on? Because I only remember the.
I don't remember. Let me check.
Dunk low social
Check on that.
status. It's all right. I'll find it. I'll find it. It looks like the strawberry milk. Did they come out with
Yeah, it's
those
the
in low
same. Yeah,
too?
yeah,
I didn't even
yeah.
know they came out with those in low. Were those like really exclusive? I only remember the mids, strawberry and
It
chocolate
might
milk.
be like a it might be like a friends and family or something.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, they were kids.
Yeah. Oh, they were kids. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
kids.
Yeah, they had the chocolate and strawberry
Yeah,
and
the
kids
free
as well. You
lunch.
know, kids ain't wearing high tops. Kids ain't wearing
Yeah,
high tops.
facts. Be looking too big
Yeah.
on their little feet.
But yeah, let's do that. I like that. Haven't got a draft in here recently, so you know what? So, hey, sir, since I did a lot of the research, uh, some may say I have a bit of an advantage in this one. I'll let you have your choice of pick. Maybe you want second pick because you want back to back, or first pick. Your choice.
First of all, do they have to be released or can they be unreleased but
No,
coming out
unreleased is
confirmed?
fine. I know you're gonna
Confirmed
take
coming.
the Jordan. I know you're gonna take the five. So
I gotta decide though. But like if I don't get the fives, I think I still be okay.
hey, your choice. But yes, they do not have to be actually released yet. They can be confirmed too, but not released yet.
Okay, I think I like different ones. Anyway, I'll take the first pick.
Okay, go ahead.
All right,
Pick number
number one
one.
pick's gonna be the white Amaminier Jordan fives with the white and blue. That's for sure. That's gonna be my number one.
Okay.
I think those are sweet.
Okay. My my number one pick is gonna be the Amamanier Jordan 3. That's gonna be my number one. The Jordan 3 Amamanier. And then I get to go again, right?
Yeah, you get two, and then we go
And
alternating.
yeah, and then go ahead and also give me the Jordan
Four.
4 Amamanier. Yeah. Go ahead and give me both of those.
So you got the three and the four.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and go. I'm trying to decide on two right now that I'm kind of in between. I'm in between right now. Let me go with the social status pennies in the white colorway. I think I like the white colorway
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. The
Uh
ones, right?
yeah, with the
Yep.
interchangeable sign.
Yep.
Yeah, I like
Yep.
the white better. I thought I did, but I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. I had to look at pictures to make sure. Yep.
Yep.
Be
The white's
the
super
white
fire.
penny ones with the interchangeable sports logos on the side.
Super fire. Super fire. I think it's only right. I have to take them because I have them. So go ahead and give me the social status, Mac attacks in the social currency colorway, the white cream, green, and orange.
Okay, then my next pick would be the social status. I like the chocolate milk mids.
Okay.
I like those a
Okay.
lot. Brown with a pink accent. Ever since the Travis Scott's released, I've always thought that was a cool color combination.
That's the one, huh? That's your
Yeah.
yeah, that's fire actually. I love those Travis Scotts. So fire. Go ahead, give me. You know what? I'm gonna stay pretty consistent here. I love the silver lining version. So go ahead, give me the social status Mac Attack silver lining.
We got two of the same shoes on there. Boring.
That's fine, bro. Don't, whatever, bro.
I gotta look up these New Balances. I looked
Ah,
up a
shoot, I
picture.
forgot about those.
Yeah, let me look those
They're
up real
so
quick.
fire, bro.
Oh yeah, I thought I was like thinking they were. Oh yeah, let me get
No,
the Whitaker Group New Balance, um, 9060, and let me get which colorway do I want though?
you better take the
Hmm,
right one, otherwise I'm taking the right one.
I know which one you like probably. Yeah, let me get the. Or wait, they're both called missing pieces,
Yeah.
but I like
So
I
you
like
could,
this like kind of like mint one better. All mint on the
yeah,
top.
the Moss
Yeah,
one. Yeah, that's
yeah.
fire. I can't believe I forgot that. I'm dumb as hell
Yeah,
for
let
that.
me get those. That's
Mm.
my fourth. That's a great fourth round steal. Oh my goodness, that's a great steal.
That is an absolute steal, and I am pissed that I forgot about it. You know what? Go ahead and give me go ahead and give me the Asics Gel Light 5 in the Charlotte Lab School Eternal Summer transparent yellow colorway, please.
Gel lights and the yellow colorway. All
Yep.
right, and then I'm gonna go with one that I could honestly maybe I could see myself rocking more than any of the other shoes, even though it's not necessarily like my favorite one because it's not like the coolest. But I'll do the Air Jordan 1 Ama collab.
Yeah.
That's my fifth because I think those
I'm
would
gonna
just be a clean to wear with a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna be honest. You probably win this one. I don't think I did a good job. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. You won this one.
Who
The
you
fact that
got?
I gave you the moss color 9060s. Uh, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah. So let's do a quick recap. Cobb took the Alma Meunier Jordan 5. Then he took the white penny ones with the interchangeable swoosh. The Chocolate Milk Mid, social status collaboration. The Whitaker Group 9060 in the beautiful moss colorway at the fourth pick is an absolute steal. That is the win of the draft right there. And then the Alma Meunier Jordan 1 with the fifth pick. I took the Alma Meunier Jordan 3, followed by the Alma Meunier 4. So I started off very strong, but then going back to back Mac attacks was a tough move. Um, I went social currency and silver linings back to back, and then followed up with the gel lights, which was a deep cut but an absolutely beautiful shoe. So, be honest, I think Cobb took this one. I don't think this is my best drafting, so I'm a little bit disappointed. But yeah, that's all. That's all I got on the draft. I feel hurt after that one. So you're gonna have to figure out where we go from here, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the first draft, I think I performed well. I just want to thank God first, and then just thanks to the Whitaker Group for coming out with such great collaborations, just allowing me to just leading the way, just guiding me so I can know which shoes to pick and which ones are going to please the crowd and please myself. But
Whoa.
this was a good draft. Pause
Whoa.
that. Pause that. Pause that. Pause that. That was supposed to be my game winning speech.
Yeah.
I fumbled it.
Instead, you made a
Fumbled it.
self-pleasing reference. Fumbled the bag. All right, brother.
Honestly, Whitaker Group, you should just send us every collab you guys have made with Nike. You don't even have to send us the New Balance or anything. I think it's fair. Just send us.
Yeah.
I wear 15. Kaleb, I don't know what you wear because you're kind of.
13.
I think you can wear two sizes. I thought you can wear like 12 and a half though too or something. Like I'm a true 15.
Only an
bro.
AF1. Only
if
an
it ain't
AF1.
if ain't it, AF1s
everybody knows you
big.
half size down in AF1. Yeah, everybody knows that.
Yeah, but you can't get a 14 and a half. Besides, Adidas sometimes has it. So I'm a 15 and everything.
Okay, Bigfoot ass.
So the Whitaker Group, Mr.
Hey, send it our way.
James. What's his name? James
Whitner.
Mr. James Whitner. Just go ahead and send them. Appreciate you. You don't have to send them all. Just one. One would be fine.
Yeah, just one would be
15 and 15 and a 13.
Maybe the unreleased fives.
Yeah, go ahead and send those on release day. Send you the address.
We'll take them.
My people will be in touch with your people.
Exactly. We have people, so that's the word. All right, boy.
All right, I'll see you, bro.
Later.